thought I'd make a video about all of my wisdom on making Minecraft skins before I fully quit. Because as of lately, I've found that I have no time to make Minecraft skins anymore, and I thought I'd share all the wisdom I have and all the tips and tricks I have before I quit. I started making Minecraft skins in 2018 and started publishing them to Skindex about 6 years ago. Since 2019, I think I've improved so much in making skins, but as time came, I slowly lost interest in this. After making over 380 skins, I thought I'd make a video on basically all the tips and tricks I have. I'll share the websites I recommend, different tricks, and also a bunch of different basic skills that you should know before you start making skins. My Skindex account is Riley. Follow me. I think the easiest website to use for starting out is Skindex, and that is also the website I used for the longest. If you have access to a computer or laptop, I totally recommend making skins on a computer or laptop just because it's easier than using your finger on an iPad or on a phone, because it can be really hard to get a certain pixel. Once you get to the Skindex website, you want to hit the editor at the top. First quick feature I want to talk about is arm's length. Right under the ragdoll, there's the slim 3px, and if you open it up, it'll show you 4px. The only difference this makes is it adds one more pixel to the arms, but in popular skins, they usually don't ever use 4px. In reality, it's just up to you. Now I'll tell you every simple tool that Skindex gives you. I don't think this one's too hard to understand, other than this one just places the color you have picked. It will only ever paint one pixel at a time. Just the eraser, and you'll never guess what the eraser does. It just erases one pixel, and yeah, that's all it does. Next is this tool, and I honestly have no name for it. It'll just put different shades of whatever color you're on onto the skin. I never see anyone use it because, I don't know, it's kind of useless. Next is the dropper tool, and if you ever lived a day in your life, I'm sure you'll know what this does. Just click on the pixel color you want, and it'll automatically switch you back to the brush. Now we have the fill bucket. Only fill one side of a limb. Head, torso, arm, yeah. Undo, redo button. I'm sure you can assume what these do. Just undo your past action, and then redo it if you hit the undid. These will change the color you have selected. The plus will give you a shade darker, and the minus will give you a shade lighter. In reality, I don't recommend using these just because the shading will look really bland, but it's really good for starters. Then there's the zoom in and zoom out. They zoom in and zoom out. Last is basically the best tool ever. It's the mirror tool, and this will only work on the arms and the legs. But whatever you did on the left or on the right arm will mirror over to the other, and same with the legs. This won't work on the head or the torso, but you can remove them and it'll be easier. It does every single side, and it works for the insides and the outsides. It's just the best, tool ever. And then there's the reset button, which just gets rid of everything you did. Now focusing on the other side of the screen, you have body and outer layer. Body is basically the base of your skin, and outer layer is the puffy part on the outside that you want to make your skin in body, and then add outer layer as bangs, eyelashes, puffy parts of clothes to give it more texture. Under it you have the ragdoll, which can take off different parts of the body to make it so you can get to other parts that you need to paint too. As you can see, there's parts that you can't normally access with different limbs still there. Taking limbs off makes it so you can paint parts you couldn't before. Also good if you want to focus on one part. Then under you have upload to Skindex, download, and upload from computer. Upload to Skindex will upload whatever you have in the editor. Basically just title it, give it a description, and then add tags and press upload, and it will upload to the Skindex. Tags are basically hashtags, and it's for when people search things up. If you tag it girl and someone searches up girl, your skin will show up. So give it other trendy tags like emo if it's emo, and basically Y2K, just stuff like that, so your skin shows up. Back to the editor, you have download, which will just download whatever you have in your skin right now. Save it to your files. You have upload from computer, and it'll pull up your files, and then you can select one that's a Minecraft skin and pick your arm length, and it'll put it into your editor so you can edit it. Then you have the color wheel. This is where you pick your colors, and you have access to every single color. The rainbow ring, and then the box inside, which you can pick how light or which shade of color you want. Now a little lesson on shading. Start with this random pink color. If you use the plus and the minus tools from before, it'll give you a really bland color palette. The color doesn't really pop, and I mean it's shading, but it's bland. Favorite way to shade is with hue shifting. Pick your color, then the ring around the top, switch it to left or right. Doing pink, I'm gonna go red, and that'll automatically give me a darker color, and it will be brighter. I just think that the shading looks better than the one above, because it's more colorful and it flows better. Another way to shade is to make your colors grayer. Personally, I don't like this one as much, but it has been trending. Move your cursor inside the box to the right to get a grayer shade. I'm going to move it to the right down to get a darker, and a right up to get a lighter. I wish the recording would show my mouse, but it doesn't. But in the box, in the color wheel, is where I'm changing the colors. Personally, I still think the shading is better than the plus and minus, but I don't love it as much as the vibrant shading. There's a couple examples of skins with the vibrant shading versus the gray shading. These are the skins with the more vibrant shading, and I just love how much more bright and colorful they are. These are the skins with the grayer shading, and while they aren't as vibrant, they still are a great shading. These are all my skins, by the way. Here's some more examples of colorful hue shifting with different colors. I just love how vibrant it makes the colors look. Next, I'm going to give you a rundown on skin tones, because when I first started making skins, my skin tones were so gray. When you're getting a skin tone, you want to stay in between red and orange, because these are the best for tones. For paler skin tones, stay in orange near the top, and you can put your cursor anywhere near there, and you can get a bunch of different skin tones. You can move over yellow for more, and just pulling it around to find different skin tones for skins you would like. Going redder for redder undertones, and orange for less red undertones. For darker skin tones, you want to go into red or orange, and just put your cursor darker or farther down. You can move it around there to find a bunch of different skin tones, and you can move it in between red and orange for different undertones as well. You also can change the skin tone based off the shading you're using a grayer skin tone to match the gray shading, or a more vibrant skin tone to match the vibrant shadings. There are a couple skin bases I made, and you can tell that they use the paler, grayer shading, and there's the one that uses the vibrant shading as well. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to make eyes. For eyelashes, you want to stay away from straight black, and you want to go towards a different lighter color that also has a hint of the shade of eyeball that you're going to be using, like this one. Now I'm just going to draw out a couple different eyes, or the different ways people make eyes on my kind of skins. So these are all the different ways people make the eyelashes, and then after I finish making these eyelashes, I'm going to fill it in with the whites of the eyes, and this is how the eyes would look like. Now the dot is just a dot. Sometimes people like to make the eyes just a dot, and then I'm going to fill in the eyeball part, which is the darker color. And you're going to see at the bottom eyelash, I'm going to make a little right there, and some people like to do that as well. I think it adds a little cute aspect to it. Next is my favorite tool ever. You want to search up Planet Minecraft, and I'm not sure how accessible this is on iPad or phone, but I know it's really great on computer. So you want to go to Planet Minecraft, then you want to go to down there where it says skins, click on that. Find the orange button and click on it, which will take you to the Minecraft skin editor, and you want to click Advanced Editor. It'll take you to this page where you just want to exit out of the pop-up, and this is what the Advanced Editor will look like. So at the top, it'll say File, click on that, and hit Open File. After you hit Open Files, it'll open your file app, and you want to click on a Minecraft skin and import it with the Alex option for arms. You should see your skin put into the editor, and now to use the copy tool, you want to go over and go to the brick option and make it as big as possible. Then you want to go to the copy option and then select the side you want to copy. Now go to the other side, and it'll be your brush, and you can just place it how you want it on every single different part. And this is just a way to save time, because you don't have to remake every single side. You can just copy it and paste it right on the other side. And I think this is such a lifesaver. When I found out how to do it, I loved it so much, because it just made everything so much easier, because I didn't have to go back and remake what I had already made before. When you're done copying and pasting, you can hit download, and it'll download whatever you have in the editor, and with that download you can put it back into Skindex to fix any mistakes that had copied over, like the shoes, because you can't have Converse where the front are still just the front of the shoe. Here's just the rest of that recording sped up real fast. That's all I'm gonna cover this video. If there's anything else you'd like to see or know about, I can totally make more videos, like if you want more shading tips or anything like that, or ways to make clothes or anything. Literally just tell me and I will put out a video for it. So again, this is my Skindex if you want to follow me, and yep. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait for everyone to make their own Minecraft skins.